Why, hello, hello, hello. My. Chaotic. Chaotic, hello, my friend. Cheers. It's good to see you, Chaotic. I'm glad you're doing okay. I mean, by okay, I mean you're able to like chat with us. You know what I mean? I know that you've been feeling better, certainly. But it's good to hear from you. We were talking about you yesterday. Before you reached out about what all's been going on. Actually, I didn't know if you knew, but we watched the happy birthday video on stream yesterday because I don't even know how we got on the topic, but we did, and so I was like, yeah, we'll just play the video. Why not? So anyway, Kirk, congrats on being first. Dang it, Kirk, I was going for first number 3 today. Just you wait, Peachy. Just you wait. There will be some good bennies coming for first in the future. It's gonna be happening. Hi, Coleman. How are you? Also, Kirk, I don't know if I said, hello, beautiful. Blondie, hello, good morning. Is that a beautiful Blondie? Good morning. Not sure how long it will last since I've taken my painkillers, but I'm here watching on mobile. It's good to see you, Chaotic. Hi, handsome. Well, hello, gorgeous. You guys must be looking in the gosh dang mirror. Oh my gosh, I love that shirt already. It is, one of the Halloween festival, purchases, I guess. Good morning, Spooky. I always wait for the starting screen to finish. Yeah, fair enough. Happy day after Tuesday. Oi, I like to say, oi, Chaotic. 2 days after Tuesday. Well, yeah, on the Peachy calendar. It's true. Or no, wait, it's 3 days after Tuesday on the Peachy calendar. My feet are fat. Chaotic, they'll go back down. They'll go back down. There's just some swelling. Oh, and painkillers that make me sleep. Yeah. Good morning, Scott. Hello, Scott. Has it has your trip come and passed already? I can't remember when you said that was. I know you also celebrated a birthday recently, so that was great. Peachy, my star. My painkillers knocked me out. I have no idea what day it is. It is, in fact, Thursday, if you can believe it. If you can believe it. Can one of those redeems be first for people who aren't Kirk? I don't know. Seems like that might water things down, right, Peachy? I mean, that would be one that everybody could redeem all the time. So it'd effectively be a check-in. Not all my mirrors are broken. I have lumps in my feet where there shouldn't be lumps. Gosh dang, you sprained the heck out of your ankles. That makes me think of Bruce Almighty there, Iron. Doo-doo caca poo-poo. Hello. Ope, you're dead. Feels very up here. I know it does. Oh, you're dead. And then, this line here, it's hard to see. It says right behind you. It says right behind you. Don't know why, but it does. Oh, right behind you. That shirt is epic. I've worn this one a couple times. It is funny. Like, I've worn it probably 4 times on stream. Iron had a stroke. Only part of me that was skinny was my feet. Not anymore. It's been and gone, unfortunately. I spent my birthday in Philly. Fantastic trip. Over far too quick and back to the grind again. How have you had your trip? Yes, I also have. It was just got back at the end of last week. This has been my first week back to somewhat normalcy. It's not. This week's been a little unusual, but I think next week will be much more of like the normal first week back. So, well, I mean, we'll see. You never know, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad. And remind me, was this your first time in the US or no? It wasn't, right? I can't remember now. I'm reading the Ope You're Dead in the Jonah Hill voice, a la 22 Jump Street slam poetry. Ope, you are dead. You're dead. You are dead. Both bloody. Yeah, I said ankles. I did. I said ankles plural. I know. I don't know how you did that. Typically only get first when I'm not at work. I had to get my brother to go to the store for me as it takes me 10 minutes to get my dang trainers on. Yeah, the sneakers, yeah. I was hoping you'd read it. You did not disappoint. I do my best. Do my best. Trainers, so posh. We usually say trainers when we're talking about running shoes. That's what that's how like I refer to trainers. But usually it's trainers and spikes. Like it's you know, okay, you got your trainers on or you got your spikes on. And that's why we'd say trainers. Otherwise, we'd just say shoes. But just how you say sneakers in English. Very much not my first time in the US. First time in Philly, though. It's tough to get back into the rhythm of working again. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So it's your first time in Philly. Did you have a cheesesteak? Tell me you had a cheesesteak. Man, I love Philly cheesesteaks. So good. So good. Probably, I mean, it's got to be my favorite sandwich. I can't think of a, I'm trying to think of a sandwich that I like more than that. But I'm a fan of calling them tennis shoes. Also, do you know older people in Michigan call slippers house shoes? I learned that the hard way. Wait, what does that mean, the hard way? Oh, yes, some fantastic food was had. Yeah, I also had some fantastic food. I feel ya. I ate too much, in fact. The paving area had this tree coming out of it, and at the bottom where it was coming out of the ground, the pavement was just uplifted really high. With all the people coming out of the arena, I didn't see. Went down to my right ankle, and it was a high slope. As it was a high slope, my left ankle went down too. So did you like basically go right and then immediately go left? Eating too much is like the story of my life. Honestly, same. Same. I'm trying to get some control of what my diet is looking like, because I need to get back into my my training diet, and I'm gonna be honest, that's been a little bit of a struggle. So usually there's a couple weeks at the beginning where you know, I try to get more acclimated and all of that to I don't know, I don't know, maybe I make it a little bit more extreme at first, and then I sort of introduce more foods as I go. But yeah, I was like, I need to freaking eat vegetables. I have not been eating vegetables. Not nearly enough vegetables, at least. We'll put it that way. You know, there might be vegetables mixed into something occasionally, but I'm like, I need to actually make a concerted effort to eat vegetables. So we're trying that this week. See how it goes. I was working at JCPenney and I had an older lady come up and ask me where the house shoes were. I was so confused. Mind you, I was well into my 20s when she asked, so she had to dumb down to my level and say, you know, slippers. Like, house shoes? What the frick are you talking about? Like, you just wear, if you want to wear shoes in the house, just any of these will do. Found out one of my friends didn't get tickets to the pre-release before they sold out, so I'm going to have to drive to the city alone. Really? Oh, no. Is there anything they could do that is not that does not require a ticket, like how we've taken non-ticketed folks with us to Gen Con and you can still explore the exhibit halls? Can they do anything like that? And friend, he doesn't have his priorities straight, right? Brendan Peach, hello and good morning. How are you doing? Ghost and Curly D, hello, good morning. How are yous? How is everybody? We have a life daily combo and a useless fact. Loot's living in my head again. Aren't any shoes house shoes if you wear them in the house? I think they could be. They certainly could be. Okay, come on, card. There we go. All right. I have a really dumb answer for this. If my camera will do it. There it goes. What's a skill you learned when you were young that you still use today? What's a skill you learned when you were young that you still use today? I tie my shoes. That was the first thing I thought of. Literally, I was like, I remember the first time I tied my shoes. We had this little in like our kindergarten class. We had this little wooden shoe that you could practice on. You could practice tying your shoes, and gosh dang it, I did not get it for a while. But when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, I freaking celebrated. I danced around the room. Like, I know how to tie my shoes now. I do still use that. And in fact, I worked at a shoe store for a while, for a few years. And when I worked at the shoe store, it was a running shoe store. It was like a specialty store. What would happen is we would do like a gait analysis, see how people's feet, you know, look when they're in contact with the ground. We'd make a shoe recommendation and we'd actually fit them for a shoe. I worked at a store like that. And so I would tie shoes all the time. It actually became my job for a little bit. Isn't that cool? My kindergarten teacher would be so proud. Thank you, Mrs. Paul. Don't worry, I don't use her as a security answer in any of my security questions. Okay, where'd my bookmark go? I swear I just saw it. There it is. Okay. Your useless fact is one I actually knew, and I think a lot of people probably will say that they also knew too. The San Diego Zoo has the largest collection of animals in the world. The San Diego Zoo has the largest collection of animals in the world. I think that's a pretty well-known useless fact. Ghost always hits us hard with the life convos. PG Thick 15. We're starting a weekly play cards night with a buddy and his wife. We played one hand of cards and spent 5 hours just chatting. It was lovely. Wait, what game are you gonna, or did you play when you say you played one hand of cards? What was that? They would likely go for pre-release of the other game store on the Saturday, but there'd be no reason for him to hang out for 4 or 5 hours while we do the other pre-release. Oh, dang. New stage name. Thanks, Holden McGroin. Curly D, hope you're doing well. Oh, so cute. So cute. Was it by candlelight? It wasn't. It wasn't. Should it have been? Crystal, good morning. Hello, hello. Used to practice on a flat wooden shoe designed to learn to tie shoes when I was laying in bed with mom. Yeah, it was the same. It was like, it was purposefully, it was like, you know, it was made to teach kids how to tie shoes, but it was, to me, it looked like it was handmade. Somebody made that and then gave it to our class, you know? What an interesting factoid. Did you sell house shoes at your shoe store? We didn't, no. No, well, I mean, I guess the closest we got was, we did sell Crocs. There were Crocs in a bin. This was the first time Crocs were popular. So, you know, not as popular as they are now. Which is weird. I still don't understand that at all because, man, did I not like Crocs. I still don't really like, I mean, I don't like the way they look. I think they look, the colander ones at least. I think the slides look fine. They're fine. I don't think they look anything special unless you get a limited edition Taco Bell Crocs, aka the Croco Bells. But oh, you were teaching canasta. Gotcha. In the world, San Diego Zoo. My favorite useless fact is that a kangaroo has 2 wombs and 3 lady baby dispensers. If you catch my drift. If thou catched mine drift. San Diego, which of course in German means a whale's vagina. Good memory on that, Peachy. That is true. That is a fact. San Diego. My buddy Danny, whose New Year's Eve party you could have gone to. Mr. Lutz, if you were a teeny character in Baldur's Gate, would you want to Luke like your Drow Ranger? Would I want to? If I was a teeny character? Man, I probably would, if I'm being honest. Probably would. I'll be honest, I'd probably rather him look like he did in the first 2 acts of the game, but yeah, I'd say so. Did you miss this or I missed your response? Either are valid in my state, but you asked, so I answered. I have no idea. I just remember going down and not being able to get up, and everyone was asking if it was okay, but no one actually helped me up. So I was down for what felt like forever before I mustered the bravery to pull myself up on a metal bollard next to me. Jeez. Well, why? I don't know why nobody would just be like, hey, let me help you up. Do you need some help? Or, you know, even just asking, like, maybe not immediately reaching down to grab somebody, but like asking if they need help. Like, hey, can I... anything I can do to help? I think that seems like a pretty obvious thing to do. Almost spat out my drink at the Lady Baby dispensers. Noise. Used to wear kitchen Crocs. So good on the feet when you stand 8 to 12 hours. That's true. Like, Crocs are comfortable. Like, I can't even crap on them for that because they are pretty comfortable. I just think I just don't understand the colander look. I literally remember there were kids in my class that would wear them. We would go out like boating and stuff. And they'd come back and they had tan lines, like, well, tan holes on their feet from Crocs. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. But also, I mean, the correct way to wear them is with socks and probably, yeah, in a building, in my opinion. In the first 2 acts, what did you do to your drow? Wait, you haven't seen Spankless Birchson in Act 3? I'm gonna have to show you, Curly D. I have to show you. Like, this one time at band camp, taught Canasta like 7 times last year, and I get worse and worse at it every time. At teaching it or playing it? Hopefully playing it. Well, I don't know which is worse, honestly. I've taught it 7 times, and each time I get worse and worse at teaching it. Honestly, what I do today, I picked up Photoshop and just started learning design around 14. That's awesome. I'm trying to think of, I mean, tying my shoes is definitely an answer, but like, I was trying to think of one that's maybe more, I don't know, not that tying your shoes isn't useful, because it is. I'm glad I don't have to call my mom up and have her drive over to tie my shoes every morning. But I'm trying to think of what's one that would be maybe slightly less common. I mean, I learned how to run when I was young, and I'm still doing that. Still doing that competitively. Drew Kelt, hello there. Hello there. My dad teaching me Sudoku was when I was younger. I'm proud to say my skill has followed in Dad's footsteps, where I'm also now doing diabolical level Fusion 5 Sudoku, which are the puzzles Dad had been doing before he got sick, that are 5 diabolical difficulty puzzles connected into one. Man, that is a challenge right there. I've never really, I guess I've never really sat down and tried Sudoku too hard, but it always just looked like a pretty big challenge. I'm out here typing vagina, and you're like, no, too crass, gotta censor that. And you're cracked at it. They asked if I was okay, but I was in too much pain to answer, so clearly I needed help. Yeah, okay. Had to wear Crocs for the first time, and my friends took me to the hospital for an x-ray. Used to hate Crocs, rocked his Croco Bell sandals with socks every day, I bet. I don't wear them every day. I wear the stupid sandals. Well, they're not stupid, but I wear the sandals that I got when I visited Spooky and Koro in Michigan. I wear those. I'm actually wearing those right now, but I wear those kind of a lot. They're really good walking sandals, which is kind of weird to think about, but like later on after stream, I'm going to hop on my walking pad and try to focus on some work for a bit. I'm just going to walk in them. They're really good for that. They've been really comfortable on my Achilles too. So apologies if you had already gone through it on stream and missed it, but what were the highlights of your trip? The highlights of the trip. So we had, for the first 3, 4? I don't know. Counting is hard. We had, yeah, it was 4 days. The first 4 days we were there, we had tours scheduled every day. So the first one, we had a food tour, and then we were supposed to go on a Northern Lights tour after that, but was canceled due to weather. So the following day, we went on a Golden Circle tour, and that was very cool. Then we had actually, wait, that was not the next day. The next day was our spa day. So that was awesome. We got to get super relaxed and hang out at the spa. The third day was our Golden Circle and then the Northern Lights tour that was rescheduled. we saw the Northern Lights. That was a bucket list item for me. So that was pretty awesome. And then the fourth day, the final day of plans that we had set ahead of time, we went to a glacier, and on that was also a stop at the Black Sand Beach on the south shores of Iceland. It was very cool. Purple lights. All right, I got you. Lutz learned how to work out calves, and it was all over. Gosh dang. If I could shrink my calves a bit, I would. Wore them with socks on the way, but when I took them off for an x-ray, I couldn't get them back on, and my feet were freezing, waiting for my friends to bring the car around. I don't know why the dogs are barking this early. The bark collar is like buzzing, and they're just like, yeah, I don't care. You must be on painkillers. For once I was trying to be family friendly. Yeah, you must be on painkillers. Learned improv when I was a kid, and that has informed streaming so much for me. Improv? Gosh, I wish I had done more improv. I did a little bit. I would have liked to do a lot more. Okay, trying to change my lights. There you go. There's some purple there. Not that I'm bragging, but those puzzles are quite difficult by the standards of most people, even if they are used to doing Sudoku puzzles. I've progressed in needing that challenge to be able to continue to challenge and develop my skills. Done a lot of that. That's a very, very cool island. It is. Yes, it is. And we did, let's see. We did also the next day after we didn't have plans, we did go to the Phallological Museum, which was recommended by Old School Quarter, aka MRSA. And that was an experience for sure. It's for sure an experience. I don't think I've ever heard the word penis used more times in like an hour and a half since middle school, you know? Playing the penis game. Bought myself a guitar. I can practice that while I can't walk, but I'm worse than when I last played 20 years ago. Well, I would believe that. I can't imagine you stop playing something for 20 years and you pick it up and you're like, man, I'm still amazing at this. Were the tickets $1,000? No, they were $69, weirdly. Playing the penis game, there's a game? Yeah, of course there's a game. You didn't know that? Really? Does anybody else not know the penis game? It's more innocent than I think you're probably making it in your mind, Peachy. Thought it was gonna be the next Billy Joe Armstrong. The penis game is just simply like, you know, you're in a setting where, you know, it's probably not appropriate to. I play the penis game. Nova, how you doing? The penis game. So basically what you do is you and whoever else is playing is you start saying the word penis and you get progressively louder saying it until like somebody bows out, basically. So whoever says it the loudest wins. And generally you play the game in a setting that is not really like appropriate for just shouting the word penis, you know? I can't be the only one who didn't know there was a penis game. That's the penis game. We just used to bat-wing each other. Oh, Ghost. Gosh dang it. Did you just say in genital or in general? In general. In general, yeah. I'm assuming it's like bogeys. Yeah, it's bogeys. So you would say bogeys? The Batwing. Oh my gosh. Where's Coleman at? We needed to, yeah. Oh, for a second, I missed Coleman's message earlier. For a second, I thought you said boob tour instead of food for some reason. Something tells me that'd still be better than Screaming Fire. Yeah, definitely. Learned Batwing from the movie Waiting. Isn't that where everybody learned it? Only kids play it and they shout bogeys. But as in like boogers? That's what it means, right? Like boogers, what we would call boogers over here. Little, you know, snot. You shout boogers? Oh, man, that's... But penis is funnier. They should try shouting penis. Could you teach him? Maybe you help us start that, and we'll get Scott. Scott can help us start too. We'll share the game with the UK. Stimpy calls them nose goblins. Oh man, Ren and Stimpy. That was a show I was also not allowed to watch growing up. My mom didn't want me to. I will have no part in these shenanigans. My mom did not want me to watch Ed, Edd and Eddy, but she didn't like outright ban it. She just basically said I couldn't watch it when she was around because it was gross. It is a gross show. But Ren and Stimpy was one that I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you're not allowed to watch that. I think there are two versions of Ren and Stimpy, isn't there? Isn't there like more of a kids version, and then there's just a straight up adult version? I'm looking it up now. Controversy and censorship. Oh my gosh. Okay. Several episodes had violent, gruesome, or suggestive scenes shortened or removed, including a sequence involving a severed head, a close-up of Ren's face being grated against a man's stubble, and a scene that was shortened where Ren receives multiple punches to the stomach from a baby. Okay, but that sounds funny. In the second season episode, Sven Hook, during the scene where Ren fantasized about Stimpy and his cousin Sven's deaths after they break all of his prized possessions, his line, "Then I'm going to gouge your eyes out," yeah, was cut. Wow. Yeah, okay, hang on. Years later on Spike TV, the show's revival, Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon, debuted with this banned episode as their unofficial pilot, even receiving a TVMA rating. Games animation, however, was allowed to include more risque content and even occasional graphic violence. There you go. Ren and Stimpy was so adult, yeah. Ren and Stimpy was more gross. Oh, definitely. Absolutely it was. Yeah. Mom had no idea what I was letting Peter watch when she was at work. He's 10 years younger than me, if you remember, and I let him watch things like Angry Kid online. Ben, I love that show so much. You do, actually? Yo, Nonder and Nonsters. Hello, everybody. Cheers. How you all doing? Cheers. Non in the morning. If you can't take the load, get off the road. Air horn. That's more of like a... Yeah, no, I guess that works, right? Man, incredible. That's an incredible raid message there. You know... That's impressive. Even Rocco's Modern Life had adult humor. I wouldn't say gross, but definitely adult humor. They all at least had some innuendo. I mean, yeah. Persephone, Ursa, Nonder, Clumsy, Reaper, Lars, Ams, Mursa. How is everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Tying my shoelaces? That's what I said. That's what I said, Lars. That was my answer too. That was legit that time. Guess who made the raid message? I mean, I still want to say Ursa, but I don't know. This one doesn't have quite. I don't know. I want to say Ursa just because there's a strong innuendo there, but I don't feel like this one was Ursa. Morning Loots mix suave. Really? Me? I feel like I'm very fuzzy right now. Like I need to do a little trimming and a lineup and whatnot. Please tell me you'll say that Mrs. Nonder. You'll say that to Mrs. Nonder next time you're having adult fun time. Adult fun time. Peachy. Almost forgot how to shout out. I quote Ren and Stimpy so much, I'm going to punch you and you're going to fall. In your endo, sorry. Your painkillers are starting to win. If anyone sends you any clips, just know it was AI, not really me. I knew you would say Ursa. I'm innocent today. Innocent. Who else likes sexual innuendos? Out of the people that joined? Mursa. Yeah, Ursa, Mursa. I could see Ams also. I could see Lars doing this one, if I'm being honest. I could see Lars. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Wait, what? Doing what? I was trying to guess who made the raid message today. Yeah, don't ask the mods. That's a lie, but the raid message wasn't you. I'm gonna fight it like a stubborn child. Typing one-handed? Wait. Oh, Sabine wants to be held. I'm glad you clarified that. Yeah, where's the other hand? The INO are right beside each other. I did squats today and I'm suffering. Lutz, you may have to show me how to squat. I could do my best. I could do my best. What kind of squats did you do, Mursa? Were they, yeah, like just, what kind were they? Did you use dumbbells? Did you use a barbell? Were they body weight? Were they split squats? Regular, just goblet squats? I was just off reading smut. Well, I mean... Oh no, but I wish it were me. I agree with Mursa. Yeah, I feel like... I'm going to go with Mursa. I'm going to go with Mursa on this because I think it was one of those where I'm like, it kind of sounds like something Ursa would write, but not quite. And so I got to go with the person in the same household. So I'm going with Mursa on today's. It has, yes, the je ne sais quoi. Yeah, it has the essence of Ursa for sure. Yeah. It wasn't Mursa? Really? Okay, then who's been hanging out with Ursa the most? Was it Ams? Was it Ams? Ams has been hanging out, right? Today's Return to the King Day, playing hooky after a rough week of work. Hey, that's awesome, though. Enjoy the heck out of it. What time does the show start? Don't call Sabine dumb. Wait, who said dumb? Yeah, I need visuals to show me how to squat. Loot squat. Don't ask the mods, ask what? I'm high on prescription drugs right now. I think she meant nons because we had to fix her automod messages a lot today. Sabine's husband is the dumb one. He's always attached to Mursa. I was talking about Mursa needing help with squats. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Oh god, no! It wasn't Ams. I'm going with the Lars on this. What the heck is a goblet squat? Rebecca, hello. A goblet squat is, I guess your goblet squat is kind of like your typical body weight squat. So for whatever reason, I guess this is holding a goblet. So that's why they call it a goblet squat. Like your hands are kind of just like that. I know that the camera's not really picking up my legs, but goblin squats would be better, wouldn't it? I would like to know though, what does a goblin squat look like? It wasn't me, I do not lie. Who else in this community likes innuendos? So many people. How am I going to possibly narrow that down, Ursa? I'm only around for like another hour and a half. Body, regular goblet, squat. We do some stretches here before hitting work. Got to get the trash out first. Is Thursday your trash day? It's also our trash day. Do you think we have the same? Do we have the same garbage truck that comes by? Who loves trying to run away with Mursa? Well, again, who doesn't? I only have an hour and a half. Ghost? I mean, I'm assuming it was a ghost one then in this case. Yeah. I rolled over onto my sleep side. Uh-oh. Good night, Chaotic. Have a great sleep. Was it Ghost? Peachy, don't spoil it. You can hold a weight too. You can hold a weight too when you do the goblet. It's true. But generally, if you're doing a body weight squat, it would be the same as a goblet squat. We will clip it. Honestly thought it was AMs. Yeah, see? Rub your hands together mischievously while squatting to do a goblin squat. That could be a good one, actually. Thursday is trash and recycle. Is it weekly? Or is recycling every other week? Because ours is every other week, and it kind of, I'll be honest, that part kind of sucks. Trash every week and recycling every other week. I also think we have this backwards, too. So we have... Trash is included in our... trash pickup is included in, like, property taxes. So basically everybody, you know, is, I mean, if you're a renter, you know, then your landlord is paying that. If you have a mortgage, then it's just coming out, you know, with your property taxes. Obviously, if you don't have a mortgage, then you do have to pay that, you know, consciously. But otherwise, everybody's just paying it unconsciously. And then if you want to add recycling, you have to pay an additional fee on top of that. And I'm like, why don't we make recycling pickup able, like, this just seems kind of backwards. Make recycling every week. I don't know. I just think there should be changes. Like, recycling is every other week and you have to pay extra for it. And I feel like it should be trash that should be extra, because that's what's like, that would basically be a tax on destroying, you know, the earth via landfill, you know? That's how I feel, at least. I don't know. I realize that there would be a lot of issues with that, because not everybody has the same access, you know, to recyclable materials, I'll say. A lot of times, like, styrofoam is cheap, for instance. So I realize that there is a certain amount of privilege tied to even being able to recycle. Like, I get that, but I feel like we could do, there's something we can do. We should be able to come up with a better solution than we currently have. So that's how I feel. Weekly, 1 recycle, 2 trash. Dang. Trash pickup day is Wednesday. I need the luck to get bad thoughts out of my head, please. 7 days. I got you. I got you. A double hand squeeze lucky boob here. This is a 2-hander. Ams and Mr. Ams, aka Mams. And I do know Mr. Ams' name. I didn't know if I was supposed to know that or not, but best of luck staying healthy, but also keeping clear minds. Know that we love you. We got your backs. Best of luck on everything going for the next week. All right, you got it. You got it. We get trash and recycling every week. I love it. I do. I really wish we had recycling every week. Trash recycling day changes when a holiday rolls around and gets moved back a day. Yeah, ours is that too. If there is a holiday, or in the case of like weather, which is pretty rare. Like, I mean, this last snowstorm did it, but I don't remember the last time weather postponed it otherwise. Yeah, it'll get moved back a day, but just for that 1 week. So if it gets moved back a day, do they not, it doesn't go back? Like, it always gets moved back and it stays there, and then it gets moved back again. And so it just, is that how you're saying, Coleman? Cycle pickup is every other week on Tuesdays, and man, I forget to take the cans out every week. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm pretty forgetful about that too. We both trash and recycle pickup on the same day weekly. I love having a recycle bin. Our mobile home didn't have one. I also really like having a recycling bin. Recycle every week, garbage every other, falls on the same day unless the Monday is a holiday. So that's kind of what I was thinking we should do, Rebecca. That's kind of what I was thinking we should do too, is, yeah, basically we have garbage every week, recycling every other, and you're just basically flip-flopped, which is how I feel like that would encourage people to recycle more, you know? But I think the other issue is that there are going to be some people that just flat out don't care, and they're like, my garbage is overflowing, I'm just going to throw it on the side of the road, you know? Because there are people that feel entitled like that, for sure. Pay extra for recycling. They're just asking you to dump water bottles into the ocean. Right? Yeah, you have to pay extra for recycling. It's the pickup service that you have to pay for. So I get that. But yeah, I feel like there should be some other incentive to recycle other than just like, hey, we can make you feel like a better person. Compost every week? Wait, they do compost pickup? Could be worse. Loots in Kentucky, they pick trash and recycle at the same time and dump it all into the same garbage truck. Oh my gosh. Oh, yikes. Reminds me of that, yeah, that one meme with like the trash can that has the, you know, recycling in here, trash in here, and yeah, it's just connected to the same bin. Yeah, sorry, there was a short stream hiccup there. Hopefully that's an isolated incident. Mams, yeah, mams. Not getting political, of course, but that's another thing we don't technically pay for as it comes out of our taxes. I genuinely have no idea what you guys pay taxes for. Well, like I said before, statistically speaking, if you ask what somebody is paying taxes for, the answer is the military. That is the statistically speaking, that is the answer. Yeah, our taxes are for war. You can know his name. All right. Isn't his birth name Mams? Yes, it is. It is. First name Mams, last name 06060. Back to sleep. There's a rom-com I'd pay to see. We have that too, Spooky? Probably not. Yeah, it's probably not the same percentage. Yeah. We also get free recycling bins from our local waste management site. Gosh dang it. This sounds like such a good idea. I feel like we could do this. We could definitely do this. Thank you for the luck, Loots. I'm going to try and do a little bit of work and then watch trashy TV. What is the trashy TV you go for, Ams? My recycling company has a rewards program. Wait, do they actually? What does a rewards program look like? All right, friends, I'm going to have a seat. Hello? Desk? There he goes. Oh, some below deck. There you go. Happy Thursday, Ams. Have a good day. Here's the rest of the shirt in case anybody wanted to see it. Sort of got that American Gothic to it. Has a distinct R.L. Stine vibe, too. All right. Let's see. Got to make sure. Got to check up on my... I forgot to do some of the Twitch drops for Hunt Showdown. Okay. Almost there with the last one here. We get a random hunter. But the drops end in an hour, so I wanted to make sure it was the progress was counting. Keep going, keep going. Okay, all right. My favorite part of the morning, going down on Loots with the whole community. I mean his desk goes down. Gosh, make me sound like the community bicycle here. I'll still be, wait, it'll still be yesterday's drops right now? Oh, well, yeah, that's what I mean. This is the last round, so this is the random hunter, which was the one I wanted the most. So I had gotten 3 hours in yesterday, just like during work, and then I had to leave. And so this morning I woke up and I was like, oh crap, I meant to turn on Hunt when we played a few rounds last night, or turn on a stream when we played a few rounds last night, and I forgot. So I was like, shoot. Thankfully, I had 2 hours to get only 1 hour of watch time, so it'll all work out, but I got the face. I've been watching Cinnamon Toast Ken reacting to too many Chris Hansen videos, so when you said, I'm going to take a seat. Make an account with the website, and each week you put your iRecycled entry into a drawing for gift cards each month. That sounds awesome. Who picks up your trash? DM if you don't want to dox or something. Gosh, that sounds awesome. We definitely don't have anything like that here. Man, I am pretty sure though that like our governor hates the environment. Like not just purposefully or not as willfully trashing the environment, but like you know, for profit. I think he's just like, I think he actually hates the environment too. I think he's like, you know what really would just be awesome is if we didn't have an environment. That's sort of my belief, at least. Okay. Good morning, Chan. How are you doing? And Professor, hello. First. Another first from Professor. Man, got a like 100% success rate. Why don't you take a seat? Love that line from TCAP. Ugh, I miss TCAP. Such a great show. I mean, the premise behind it wasn't so great, but it was entertaining to watch. Have you ever been outside? It's horrible. Yeah, I mean, that's true. True. How are you doing, Cutie Pie Loots? No, you, Chand. I'm doing all right, though. What's Chand's life like? How are things? The stream I'm watching to get the hunt drops has a giveaway going on, and I have no idea what it is. Should I just enter it anyway? I have no idea. I just know there's a giveaway running, but I have no clue what it is. Man, these purple lights. Purple lights make me kind of dark here, huh? Called Coleman a cutie pie this morning and got no response. Really? You know why? He's desensitized. Because we call him a cutie pie so often, he's just like, it's just sort of the norm. Is he on YouTube? We don't have this TV show here, so that's how I watch. Okay. I know why. He's mean. It's because he's mean. I just really want to know what this giveaway is. I shouldn't enter the giveaway. I should give the giveaway opportunities to people who are actually like more engaged and paying attention. All right. Okay, we have a situation here. So friends, when we last saw one another, we finished this battle in the high security vault at the accounting house, and then we leveled up to level 12. Or, well, we haven't leveled up, but we earned level 12, and now we just have to assign the points and whatnot. Second. Shut down the music here on my end. All right. So we have a level 12. For some reason, Shadowheart didn't hit level 12. I don't know why, but everybody else did. Kind of a funny thing when that happens. But then we also need to clean up the battlefield. We need to clean up the battlefield. We need to talk to the people in here, and then we got to continue on through the vault because, or well, maybe, I don't know. They just disappeared in here. High security vault number 9. Assign points at level up. APAL new identity unlocked. Chan's life is exhausting right now. Got moved to a new classroom with the severe kiddos, but on the plus side, Minnie Chan got approved for a new agency. She's going to be bringing in her own income now. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Is that, can I hope it's okay to ask, is that a new thing, Chan? Because I'll tell you what a concept. Universal life income, what a concept. Also saying he could push you down those steps at the Octi wedding. He helped you down when your bum husband couldn't be bought. Your bum husband. Wow. I can joke about this because I'm trans. Hello, Koro. How are you doing? I am full of eep. All my badge changed from the pretty blue. It did, didn't it? Oh my gosh. Is that the one that... Was that... Hang on. Was that the one that Peachy has? Yeah.
Just breathe.
I think, can you, does that work? How does that work? I know you can choose your chat identity in Twitch, but it might not include a variation of a sub badge you've earned before. I guess it doesn't, does it? Like, I know Coleman, so Coleman has a founder's badge right now as an example, and I think he could swap that out to instead have, like a regular sub badge. If he desired. I think the founder's badge is very cool, though. And then, like, the Twitch Prime ones as well. I think you can swap those out with something else. If you've been to, like, TwitchCon, you could swap it out for that or, you know, whatever. But also 3 years. 3 freaking years. One nice act does not absolve one from all the mean things done previously, like leaving a friend on a hostile planet. You can't swap founders? Really? I thought that was a setting you could do. I wanted to make the founders badge, like I wanted to make a custom founders badge and use the PTGG icon. Because like the only people that have the founders badge are the ones that were around during the PTGG days. But that's not a thing Twitch does, at least yet. It's got some votes on it on like the feature page. But yeah. The interview was done on Wednesday. It's basically an agency that gives us X amount of hours to take care of her and pays us to do it. So if we can't find a nurse, or pays us to do so if we can't find a nurse. And because her needs are so extensive, they basically said it's going to be family doing it. So we've been tentatively approved for $30K initially. They need doctor's notes and medical records to determine actual amount. That's so good, Chan. You deserve that so much. Wow. Yeah, I just, you know, that's one of those things where I'm sorry you had to deal with that without that for so long, you know? Like that's something that we should just be doing to take care of one another, you know? The old PTGG logo. Ah, those were the days. Those were the days. Were they the days? I mean, of all the days, they were some. But were they the days? All right, let's get to work on cleaning up this battlefield and whatnot. Here. Ah, those were the days. Those were the days. Might as well,
what to do?
Might as well check the cash guards as well.
Just breathe.
Might as well.
Breathe.
These Reapers are never carrying anything, are they? Oh, wait, yeah, the murderous cuts. That's true. But I've already collected several of those. I don't need any more. There's a shift log?
Seems simple enough.
Oh, I said I would show Curly D what Spanky looks like, so I'll do that too. A log of notes kept by those on duty in the vaults of the bank. They detail the comings and goings of any visitors to the vaults, including any deposits or withdrawals made. They use coded language to preserve some visitors' anonymity, but a recent entry seems pretty straightforward. A representative from the Tsar family visited the vaults in the late evening, depositing an unknown item. His behavior was unusual, and he responded to standard questions with shock and horror. I reported his strange behavior per protocol, but was told this was to be expected from the representatives of this particular client. No further questions were permitted. Cazador's family? Loading dock chest key? Okay, I'll take that, I guess. Vault chest key. Are all the keys stored in these desks? Kind of seems like it.
Anything of use?
Ran all the way around there. Loading dock chest key. Loading dock chest key. Okay, we don't need that many loading dock chest keys, right? And it's California, so the orange man can't freeze it or take it away. God dang. God bless California. You know, it's kind of one of those things where it's sometimes I realize like it seems counterintuitive, and I'm not trying to play like the both sides argument here, but like I realize it may seem counterintuitive, but like if you look at the happiness of states, like California is one of the happiest states in the country, and yes, it is the most expensive, but like it's also the people there are the happiest, generally speaking. And I realize that, like I said, that may sound counterintuitive, but I think there's something to be said about the fact that, like, you know, sometimes like a higher cost of living, you know, via taxes or whatever it may be, sometimes just results in happier people. People with better quality of lives and all of that. Was that Jahira that made that sound? Yeah.
Just
weird.
breathe.
Wasn't expecting that.
Breathe. Bloody jobs.
Vault chest as in ribs where the heart is. Wait, MRSA has the key to my vault chest. Vault chest as in ribs where the heart is. I saw a card the other day and the last three letters of the number plate was CGG. Was it really? Nice. Hi, friends. I realized that the way we yell each other's names in chat reminds me a little when a little kid gets dropped at preschool and all their little friends yell their name and run towards them. That's why we do it, right? Okay, we need to talk to the individuals down here. Do I save it for now, though? Clearly, I also need to speak to the dead over here. Yeah. Orders from Jay. Stone Lord Strike Team. Update on the counting house operations. We've been tipped off to expect an ambush once we reach the vault, but the guild underestimates us, as usual. And if we maintain coordination, we should be able to shrug it off without casualties. Let the Stone Lord take the lead. If you deal efficiently with the cash guards, there may be time to gather additional funds before we withdraw. Bring everything to the cistern in the sewers. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. That gave this update here. A cultist in the counting house carried a note mentioning some hideout in the cistern. We should head down to the sewers to search for the Stone Lord. All right. We will do that. Shipment loss notice. Latest load of barrels didn't arrive. No word from Kairos. Assuming the worst. Can't wait any longer. The plan must go ahead. Use what you have now. Deal with complications later. Does she mean baby dispenser? Oh, no, she doesn't. Most people look at Founders Badges as collector's items, though. Collecting them for friends, especially to show pride in the support. I have a Founders Badge I wear in Don's channel along with my sword, and have proudly been supporting Don for 3 years straight now. So I guess my point is normally if changes are made, it feels like it's rarely, if ever, to swap out a Founders Badge. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, I think we... Yep. Coleman, I just got my random hunter. I don't know who I got yet, but I just claimed it. With less than an hour to spare on the Twitch drops. I exhausted the mods in non-chat. I'm trying to do better here. You exhausted them? What did you do? Ursa, what did you do? All right, let's talk to these people. Or no, let's check the Mimic first. Mimic first, then we'll talk to the people. Inside the Mimic, there is nothing. Because, you know, Minsc escaped. Well, my prayers weren't much bloody use. All right, Glitterbeard, what the frick is going on around here? Didn't this dude try to capture Minsc?
What's up for discussion?
You can tell Nine Fingers this was not my fault. She swore that Mimic could swallow a bloody owlbear.
Ah.
Wait. You're no guild sworn. Who are you?
So wait, you were bought out by the guild? Tell me what happened.
Our cunning trap just got flipped arseways up is what? Nine Fingers wants the Stone Lord dead. With what he cleared from our vaults, he's got enough gold to make himself a lord in truth.
Same, honestly. Why the elaborate trap?
You saw what he did to that Mimic, eh? Would you take him head on if you thought you could just play along instead? Yes, sir, Stone Lord, sir. Shall we open the account in your name or the Absolute's? Just step this way to your special deposit box. Don't mind the teeth. No one mentioned he might have some old crone dropping in as backup. As chairman of the Fellowship of Financiers,
He really just called Jahira an old crone?
You well for the return of the coin he took. Not for us, you understand.
God, I want to slap this guy in the face.
Baldurian. Who knows what he's planning to do with it?
Also, I'm wondering if Jahira would have spoken up there on her own, but she's currently transformed into a dinosaur, so that maybe have something to do with it. Nene, hello. Hello. Hang on one second here. LOL.peachy. Just change her Discord name. The accidental hyperlink, yeah. So hard to get comfortable with my feet when laying down. I need to wee, but my feet hurt, so I might just pee the bed. I'm contemplating it. Don't do that. Don't do that, Chaotic. Part of me wants to attribute it to how diverse and open-minded people are around here. A lot of the folks that are here grown up with it takes a village mentality within their culture, and that bleeds over into community. We've actually been opening up a lot of inclusive parks lately to make it easier for kids in wheelchairs to be able to enjoy as well. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. She did a miso on the Ginny, the gynae, misogyny. What did she do? Well, Automata like every 5 minutes. We listen, we don't judge, but dang, girl. Automata's auto, though. We don't have to do anything. Pretty proud of my sword, too. It's not much, but it's mine. Wait, were you talking about, you know... Oh, never mind. Glitterbeard sounds like a name I would use at a rave. It does, right? I usually get bullied by Automod. A message got deleted once for saying... Baby Dino? Really? You know, Automated and Reaper's channel. Like, really? Here, of all places? Streamer just burst out laughing and told me that it was automatically blocked. Sweet Reaper. How dare he? I know. I seriously should slap this guy silly. I'm upset because you can't pick up the hidden mimic chest. The way you can pick up the chest with that magical... With that magic in it? Magic at? How that cow doing, Cor? Can I pet that cow? Snuggling right now. Are her legs still totally straight? Did she get, like, petrified? I think usually a woman... I think it was, like, usually a woman when speaking about how women are the victims of bridging. Wait, bridging? I decided to use every flagged word in Non's chat. When I claim for compensation, I can buy a new bed and bed sheets. Well, okay, but I mean, you shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? This coffee tastes like a hot cocoa. Is it hot cocoa? Hang on one second. Did he say... Okay, we would reward you well for the return of the coin he took. Not for us, you understand. For the common Baldurian. How much was taken?
Try all of it. Every penny of civilian lodgings, anyway. I mean, not like we'd lead him into the private vaults. But still. Lord Baldurian's waking up poor tomorrow.
You aren't insured?
What do with that kind of coin? Doesn't bear thinking about.
Okay, please tell me he's not building me up for this. He's talking about, like, this is so much money that he could buy, like, an estate and become a lord. Am I going to find it? It's going to be, like, 2,000 gold, because I'm going to kind of flip my... I'm going to lose my poop if it's, like, 2,000 gold. Need to find Minsc. Care nothing about coin.
Good for you. I happen to care a very great deal. Retrieve the coin, and I'll make sure you are well rewarded. There's treasures greater than gold. Feel free to poke around this place and it'll help you pick up the Stone Lord's scent. Me, I've got ledgers to amend.
I like this man's voice. It is a good voice. True. His voice is much better than he is a protector of coin. That's for sure. Now, if everybody had died, I could even try to get into these high security vaults, huh? Look at all of them. There's at least 9. Keepings of the vault. Detailed record of gold in and out of various accounts. Oh, we read this before. Okay. All right.
Better not be coming out of my wages.
Are there... Okay. What happens if we go in here? This is a... We're going to talk to the Death's Head Ball of Ball Fiona here in a second. There we go. Shadowheart got her level up here. And there is a security number 9. We could actually probably get into that by shutting this vault door. All right, everybody, in the vault. Everybody in. We got to break line of sight. All right. These are all empty crates. And if you search them, you can, in fact, tell that they are empty. That's a lot of gold. We'll pick up a bronze, silver, and gold chalice. I guess. Automata is so sensitive, it's ridiculous. I'm convinced that when they created Automata specifically to troll people to death. It is not. It's turtle, chocolate, caramel, pecan, something, but it's so smooth. Not a hint of coffee. Really? Interesting, interesting. And is that a good thing for you? Comfortable autumnal outfit. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to take that. If I had one of those before or not. Okay. Enchanted... No, hang on. I can't examine this. All right. It says enchanted security, and I don't know what that means. The other word Ursa got automated was completely justified. Oh, really? Ursa, what did you do?
Flick of the wrist.
You need a 30 for this. Holy frick. And what's the best I could do? 9 to 12. So basically I mean, I need to roll at least an 18. At the very least an 18. That is, the odds are not great. They're not great. But you know what? They'd be better for Astarion. They'd be better for Astarion. Keep tapering off the cream in my coffee and attempt to be a tough guy. I'm losing and want my mocha now. So you don't ever drink black coffee, Nova? I'm not sure. It didn't take me long to end up liking the taste of coffee, but I'll say this too. There are
Minsc puts on. I mean,
certain
I hate to judge the proverbial.
there are certain like roasting notes in coffee that I just can't do.
Travel in smaller groups. It's more in well in.
All right. If my coffee doesn't burn going down, I don't want it. If it doesn't just like completely cover my chest and hair, I am out. All right, let's try with Astarion here. Astarion is going to get a bigger bonus.
Should be easy.
Should I put those gauntlets on him too? So he does get a bigger bonus, but hang on. Should I... What is his actual dexterity here? His dexterity is 18. So is Spanky's, interestingly enough. If we look at these, so he has these gloves of dexterity. Set the wearer's dexterity score to 18. The enchantment has no effect if their dexterity score is higher without it. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter then. And it does give a +1 to attack, which has been good for him too. So yeah, he doesn't need those gauntlets. Okay. Yeah, let's just have him try it out then. No, it says it's enchanted security, so I'm guessing if I fail this, something bad is going to happen this time. But I did save it, so there's that. And he needs to roll at least a 14, so that's significantly better. Come on, baby! Oh! Maybe we just go again, though? Okay, nothing bad has happened yet. Okay. Why is it always 23? Oh, come on! Come on! Come on. That's 4 times. Come on, that's 5 times. Why is this such garbage sometimes? This is 7 times. 7 times we failed. We need to roll a 14. Is this for real? Is this for real? 8 times? Is this what enchanted security is? I'm just going for it now. I might as well use all of the thieves' tools I've got. We got it on the very last one. How many times was that? Was that 9? I bet the first inspiration roll you do will do it. I'm trying to save those for... I don't know what I'm saving them for, if I'm being honest, I guess. Whoa! Something cool, though. Elegant studded leather, very rare light armor. It's basically what Astarion has right now. +2 bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on stealth checks. Okay, Astarion, earned yourself some new armor. I don't know if it was worth it, if I'm being honest, but it's at least a thing. Shield is a dope spell. You're a dope spell. Hang on, what does shield do again? Shield. When you're about to be hit by an enemy, increase your armor class by 5. You take no damage from magic missile. Oh, and it's a reaction. That's right. That is dope. You only get 4, so if you have 4, use them. That's true. That's fair. My Eldritch Knight in IRL D&D has it. Does he? That's how people lose all their money gambling. It's true. I just lost all of my stupid thieves tools. I'm down to 1. Which, by the way, yeah, let's send that to Spanky. If we do this, thieves tools. Yeah, we literally just have 1. So I gotta be on the lookout for more. Because holy crap. Like I said, I don't know if it was worth it, but we did do it, and I'm not going back. See an automod jump down someone's throat? Literally jump down someone's throat? Literally? Oh my gosh. Is their throat okay?
Let's move.
Did they have to go see a doctor? We're complimenting people to the point that everyone freezes and you can feel an entire room collectively think, what the hell, automod? He doesn't have the bitterness of coffee. Oh, I can't do it. I love unsweetened black tea, but I can't do it with coffee. Dang. Yeah, for me, it was like a, it was an acquired taste. I started drinking just black coffee for the health benefits, and I realized Mrs. Magoots got me a coffee tasting kit 2 Christmases ago. So when we actually did the tasting, I learned more about, like, I knew that there were flavors I liked and I didn't like, but I didn't understand why. So we learned more about the roasting notes, and I basically learned that I dislike all fruit notes in my coffee. Can I talk to Jaheira like this?
First in my heart.
We got to get Karlach back. Karlach back. This roll reg is booty.
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsc against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired.
It's deserved. We also need to do a rest because you're injured. Of course you're tired. You're ancient, but we still have work to do. Come on. What in the... None of these are good. None of these are good. I'm going to go with the first one, though. Enough sulking, Harper. Now's not the time to grow soft.
Oh, a terrible rallying speech. No poetry. Not even a little pat on the head.
I didn't think you'd want that, Jaheira.
When I left Minsc to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsc would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsc unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool. Hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face.
Dang. My granny loves saying that'll put hair on your chest, right? Exactly. I would love that, but he's busy. Oh, add spooking, you got a full house. Subs to Non. Wait, hang on. We all got on Non's case about nutting in his coffee. Was it the nut pod? He doesn't have the bitterness of coffee. Also not intended to be perverted. Big fan of the nut pod creamers. You just got to shake it up or the milk separates a bit. This is not intended to be perverted. To be fair, I admit the one about Sabine should have been. After Lars informed me of why the one word is bad, I've been making an effort to change my vocab. In my generation, there are many problematic words I've been trying to swap out. Yeah, and that makes sense. That's definitely a word that did not have the same meaning back then. To to us at least, you know? And so, yeah, it's one of those, it's like, yeah, there are definitely better words we could use. So also, I'm here to help if someone else needs info. Definitely. There's some blueberry brands that are legit delicious. Dude, same. I just loathe the fruity cold brew more than anything. It's absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. So yeah, that's the other thing, Nova. If you fruity coffee is more is the type that like leaves your mouth kind of with like a horrendous aftertaste, and like gives the worst coffee breath. Fruity coffee. It's more acidic. It's more bitter. And for some odd reason, I don't really understand why. The majority of like small family-owned coffee shops, they use a lot of fruity coffees, and I don't know why that is. If you're talking about like drip coffee or you know, cold brews, things like that. Now that said, usually the espresso's pretty rare to have fruity notes in it. So there's that at least. So typically, like Koro had told me, if you get an Americano or something like that, very unlikely that you're going to have any fruity notes in there. And so it's less bitter. It's much smoother. But just something in case you are curious at all. And maybe you've tried all those too, but you don't have to explain, Jahira. You're worried for your friend. It's not a crime.
No. But snotting into my sleeve while there is still work to do is.
That's a
Come
crime?
then.
Oh, God.
We need a lead on where these
Nobody called the
shapeshifters
police
have
on
worked.
me then.
Let's see what hints they left behind in the vault.
All right. She changes right back into a dino. Amazing. So if she could do that, then she could have talked during that last cutscene, I feel like. All right, Karlak, let's join the party again.
Soldier. Looks like your troops all trooped up. Let's...
Ice Americanos are the way to go, for sure. For sure. All right. Speak with the dead, and then we're going to level up. Hopefully we get some... Actually, let's do a save here. Hopefully we get some good answers. Gosh, I love... That animation will never not be cool.
Lifelessly.
Who was that wearing Jahira's face? Let's just go for the heavy hitter here.
Shape. Changer. Double. Ganger.
I ordered Golden Day coffee once. Opened it, and smelled like a... I opened a bag of chocolate. It smelled so good, but it was a little too expensive for my taste. Golden Day coffee. Yeah, Jahira is a little bruised. That makes total sense when a whole room of humans knows the compliment our amazing 2025 technology doesn't have half a clue. Quickly reaches a point where I ask myself why we bother with a bot that makes those kinds of mistakes that should never happen. You can turn automod off. That is an option. But yeah. Not sure if cold brew fruit notes would hit as well as the hot ones. Dentist appointment in an hour. You do. I should take Tylenol now. I will only drink coffee if it has syrup in it. Hey. Hey, Bogan. Good morning. Okay. That's not bad. What are the vegetables in it? Ah, so not very much spinach. That's the thing. Well, no, but yeah, that's the thing is... All right, so we're talking about a fruit smoothie that has like greens in it. So in this case, spinach. But you need kind of a lot of spinach in order for it to be, you know, nutritionally significant, I guess. So we just have to find a good balance. But it doesn't taste very vegetably. But I asked her, like, how much spinach is in it, and she's like, yeah, not that much. So half a cup each? That would be decent. It's like one cup of spinach is... One cup of spinach has some decent nutrients. So I just have to drink 2 of those. Yeah. 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 Ursa says hi. Yeah, Nova, I will say this, and I don't want to speak out of turn. I guess I would leave it up to Lars. I think, and I think Lars is pretty, a compliment to Lars here. Lars is pretty graceful when it comes to like saying, hey, let's maybe not use that word. There are other words we can use. Because honestly, like, I was the same way, Nova. I didn't know it was offensive until I used it, and it was like, hey, let's not do that. And I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know. You know, so a lot of times it's just about educating. It's not because somebody's trying to do anything. Well, I should say there are some people that are trying to be hurtful, absolutely, but for the overwhelming majority, people are not trying to be hurtful. They just didn't know any better, you know. So yeah, but good on you too for, like, you know, for being willing to change, you know, because I think it's too common where people will say something and they're like, well, I didn't mean it that way, and they just kind of get defensive. And it's like, okay, well, but now you know, right? Now you're aware. And you could just, you know, like, you could just use a different word. You just use a different word. Like, it's not that difficult. So, but some people just, they get defensive about it. And, you know. Yeah, the intent isn't there. Exactly. That was Mrs. Magoots that came in. Yep. Read somewhere that you should not mix strawberries and bananas in smoothies because bananas cancel something out something good in the strawberries. Really? I'd never heard that before. I know you can. I'm speaking of an incident that happened in Silver's channel. She, of course, has hers set in a particular way for particular reasons, but just felt that in 2025 we should be able to write bots that have more brains. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's why I'm trying to make my own. But it's also just a fun thing that's gonna help, like, you know, challenge my skills and whatnot. So long road for me because I'm super forgetful and the word is so entrenched in my memory bank. So reminders are always welcome. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so what does the cult want with Minsc? I think that's a good question to ask.
Minsc is dead. Stone Lord lives.
Yeah, but they're the same person, right? Or no? No? Well, we already know the cult wanted lots of money, so I'm not going to ask that. Why do you follow the Stone Lord?
Bringer of death. No to our master.
Okay. Where can I find him?
Look out below.
What? The frick does that mean, bro? I wanted to ask about Orin, but I think I'm going to run out of questions now, aren't I? What do you mean below?
City. Under city.
The spell's power.
Dang it.
wanes. You can ask no more.
I wanted to ask about Orin. I guess I already kind of know where Orin's going to be. She said she was going to be at the Temple of Baal, didn't she? Okay, but we did get a journal update. Cultists in the counting house carried a note mentioning some hideout in the cistern. Freak of the sewer. Dead cultists in the vault mentioned some hideout underneath the city. We should head down to the sewers to search for the Stone Lord. All right, and we're going to search the sewers for the stolen gold. I like gold. Tends to be a long road because most of the society isn't as open to understanding and change. Right? Yeah, it's got to be an extremely tiring battle, I'm sure. Because yeah, the most common defense mechanism is to just get like, well, yeah, not super helpful, unfortunately. I've tried explaining this to people in my family, is like it doesn't really matter what it doesn't matter what your intentions are, right? If somebody you care about is telling you, hey, I don't like that you do this, right? You have a choice at that point to say, well, I like doing this more than I care about your feelings, or I could just change my behavior so that it makes you happy. You know what I mean? And I think that's the crossroads that people don't really, a lot of people, and I say, when I say people, I mean like, for instance, some family members of mine, you know, it's like they don't realize that is the choice there, right? You're not going to tell somebody, well, just don't get so offended by it. That's not going to change anything, you know? So you can either change your behavior or you can keep doing it, but there are consequences, and that's what people need to understand, you know? All right. Let's level up. Level 12. Holy crap. Lutz, are you going to try running your own DeepSeek model? I've read that not only is it open source, but it can pretty easily run on home hardware. I may try and make a self-hosted AI chatbot moderator. I don't know, actually. I haven't really looked into DeepSeek at all because the big news came out just as I was like coming back from vacation. And I'm like, I've been overwhelmed with trying to get caught back up on stuff. So I haven't really even looked into it. Our company did put out a thing saying, hey, by the way, we haven't reviewed this, so make sure you're not using it for work at this point, you know? Like, yeah, okay, no problem. But yeah, that's really all I heard that it was super cheap to train. And when I say cheap, I mean for, you know, relative to in the AI world. And that sent NVIDIA reeling. Sounds a little like Abraxas from Charmed when he was reading the book Shadows Backwards. Oh, wait, I missed Iron's message. Apology, my company is intent is irrelevant. It only matters if someone is offended. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I think I agree. I think where it might get a little slippery is if someone genuinely doesn't know that what they're saying is a bad thing to say. You know what I mean? And then they just immediately get they would get penalized for that. I think that would be the slippery slope from a work perspective. You know, because it truly is. It's hard to know everything, right? So I think as long as somebody is told like, hey, you can't say that, and then if they decide to say it again, then they should be, you know, they should be held accountable. But I think at least making sure that they are educated in the first place is the most important thing. So, Jard, how you doing, buddy? How are things? I can see that because many people would argue I wasn't intending to offend and try to talk their way out of it instead of just apologizing, attempting to do/be better. I do agree with the intent versus impact a lot of time. It doesn't foster change. Yeah, that's a good point too, Lars, for sure. You're like, if you just immediately slap somebody on the wrist, it's like, well, you know. Yeah. That character you were talking to a while back in the game sounded similar to a demon in a Charmed episode. I haven't seen Charmed. I haven't seen it. I feel like I missed out on some of the... like, I've never seen Buffy either. Like, I don't know. That's another show that I'd like to see. Battlestar Galactica. Some of the other, like, sci-fi shows. Really... saw those, that era of TV. We got a level 3 spell slot and we could replace and add a feat. Okay, let's see. Any of these I feel like getting rid of. I don't dislike any of them. What could we add instead? Any of these I feel like I have to have? Not really. I think I'm good. I'm going to keep the spells I've got, and then the feat we're going to add. Gosh, dang. I got to figure out what I should do here. Is there a... So I have a dual wielder, which I like. Savage attacker, what does that do again? When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. That is pretty great. Your ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalties from high ground rules. Ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to their attack roll. Ah, but deal an additional 10 damage. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of like the all-in dealio. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, wow. I could get tough. Your hit point maximum increases by 2 for every level you've gained. So I'd have a plus 24 hit points. That'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of leaning towards that so far of the ones I've seen. Expands before it leaves Amazon. Is it leaving Amazon? Was it not bought by Amazon? Last day of work was yesterday. It was kind of hard. Last day of work was yesterday? I think many of us in the U.S. mistake freedom of speech for freedom to say what I want. Of course, you can express yourself without fear of government censorship. It doesn't mean there won't be social ramifications. Yeah, I mean, there's always got to be consequences, right? Us Charm fans don't care for Buffy. I do. Yeah, why not both? You're not one of us, Ursa. Just kidding. There was a buddy. There was just a Buddy versus Charm joke back in the day. Have you ever read the books? Something about it, looking at the bad flags being flown around the country as freedom of speech. Charmed filled my soup void with hot witches. Which book? +1 for Charmed. Rose McGowan gave me the tingles as years ago. I have friends that joke about my CP all the time, refer to me as a crip or just generally that I'm crippled, and I laugh through it all because I know these are guys I take bullets for. They just mess with me and joke in the way others would. Their intent is to make me laugh and make light of my CP and we can mess with you, but if anyone tries to hurt you, we're there instantly kind of way. Actually have fun because I know the intent. Bozo decided to ditch it because rich men be fickle AF. I don't know that. I don't know. Did Bezos really get in on this? He's like, you know what we should get rid of is the Expanse. All right, moving on. That is a funny implication though, that he's like looking at the channel lineup and he's like, no, we got to get rid of this. I have the Triquatra tattooed on my chest. She was a crap actress. Wasn't looking at her acting skills. Oh, that's funny. Listen to the first book. Want to get my hands on the hard copies and read. For the first 3, which I think is where the show ended. No, just blame Bozo because he was the one who fought to buy it because he loved it so much. He loved it so much he won't be keeping on his stupid streaming service. That's true. If he really wanted to, he could move heaven and earth to keep it. All right. I just don't... It's been a bit since I've read through all these feats, so I'm kind of... I don't remember what ones I was most interested in. Athlete, Charger, Crossbow, Defensive Duelist. When attacked while wielding a finesse weapon you're proficient with, you can use a reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your armor class, possibly causing the attack to miss. I do use finesse weapons. Advantage on perception checks made to detect hidden objects and saving throws made to avoid or resist traps. Increased constitution. Elemental adept. Great weapon master. Heavily armored. Heavy armor master. Gosh, I can't talk. Proficiency with light and your strength or dexterity increases by 1 to a maximum of 20. Okay. We could increase dexterity. Proficient with light armor. I'm actually wearing elven armor, which is medium, but it counts as light armor. Remind me what armor proficiency does exactly. Allows you to cast spells and make attacks normally while wearing it. Ah, okay. Wait, am I not already proficient with light armor? I've got to be, right? I'm not wearing clothing. We could do lucky Mage Slayer. Let's see. Bard. Yeah, none of those are going to make too much sense for Spanky, I think. Martial Adept. You learn 2 maneuvers from the Battlemaster subclass. Gain superiority die to fuel them. You regain expended superiority dice after a short or long rest. Would that be good for Spanky? Because aren't there wait, how many superiority die do I have? Hang on, am I misunderstanding this? I'm only going to get one of them, I think. Yeah, I get one superiority die. At fighter level 10, these dice become D10s. They fuel your battle master maneuvers expended upon use. I just was thinking about like a maneuvering attack or like a yeah, I don't know, just doing more damage on these. So I don't know. That's why I was thinking about that. We use superiority dice with Lae'zel. I don't know if that'd be, I don't know. I only get one of them, so maybe that wouldn't be enough. Mobile movement speed increases and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down. Moderately armored performer. Musical instrument proficiency. Charisma increases by 1. Polearm master. Resilient. Ritual caster. 2 ritual spells of your choice. Sentinel. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can use a reaction to make a weapon attack against that enemy. Target ally must not have the Sentinel feat. Sharpshooter sounded kind of cool. Kind of not. Dang it, gotta do pay the bill stuff. Turns on webcam, starts crying. Love your faces. Nova, have a great day. Sorry you have to do pay the bill stuff. We love you, dude. Have a good one. Let's see. I missed a good amount of chat there. I want to play Baldur's Gate 3 of my brain. 2, nope. To deal with leveling. Didn't care much for the Expanse show? Really? Thought they did a good job initially. The end was a little There was still so much to explain that didn't go anywhere. Save it for when you're feeling better. Also got my dumb dentist soon, and I don't want to miss it. Good luck. I'll try figuring out builds then. I love watching others play BG3, but can't invest that much brain power and still maintain autonomous functions. Drugs. It is a game I've had to think about a lot more than I expected when I first started playing. Listening the new approaches others take. Can you do what feels is what you would do, what you want to do, when you want to do it? I can always catch up on VODs when I'm home. Pre-planning a build is best for me, I think. For me, it's just that the show felt like sterile. Like when reading the books, everything felt alive in this really cool way. It lost this feeling after the first few episodes. Interesting. One of the reasons I don't tend to read books that become shows until after the show is well beyond the first book. I watched HP movies and then read the books, made everything much better. Interesting. Feat is helpful for paladins, but that's about it. The Martial Adept. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go with it after all. It would be kind of cool, but I think I'm going to get more benefit from other things here. I don't use a shield. Proficiency in 3 skills of your choice could always be good. Tough. Yeah, tough is sounding kind of good too. Weapon master. You gain proficiency with 4 weapons of your choice. Your strength or dexterity increases by 1. Yeah. Okay, so I'm leaning towards tough. That's going to give me 24 more hit points. So I'd be well over 100. I think I've got 88 now. So I'd have 112 hit points. That'd be pretty dang cool. There's also... What one was it? Was it the sharpshooter? Yeah, sharpshooter would be great because then I don't receive a penalty from being on the low ground. -2 penalty. The height difference between you and your target must be at least 2.5 meters. See, that would be pretty good. And I do use the bow a lot. A lot. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. And then I could try to do -5 penalty to their attack roll, but deal an additional 10 damage would be pretty dang useful too. Because again, anything that does a lot of damage brings Cull the Weak into play. Pretty hefty here. I think I'm going to go with sharpshooter. I'm going to go with that. We're going to go with sharpshooter. It was tough between that and tough. But in the end, I think just having the extra chances for damage, I like that idea better. Level 12 Spankulus Birchson. All right. We could prepare spells. I've been pretty pleased with Shadowheart's spells, so that's good. Let's see. Why is this one locked? Oh, okay, because she doesn't have heavy armor. So she has tough and Warcaster. Let's see. You learn 2 cantrips, a level 1 spell from the cleric spell list. You can cast level 1 spell once per long rest. Your spellcasting ability for all 3 spells is wisdom. What is gonna be the best one for Shadowheart though? Medium armor master? I don't care about stealth checks all that much. What is her strength and dexterity is 13. The savage attacker. That might not be too bad. Her Blood of Lathander has been getting better lately with some of the bonuses that she has. Gain advantage on opportunity attacks, and when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, it can no longer move for the rest of its turn. Sentinel would be pretty good too. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can use a reaction to make a weapon attack against that enemy. Target ally must not have the... So it has to be against an ally. Gain advantage on opportunity attacks. That could be good if somebody starts their turn within Spirit Guardians. I could see that being pretty good. Let's see. Charger, weapon attack, and charger shove. Hang on a second. Deal more damage. Charge forward and slam your weapon into the first enemy in your way. Doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Action and bonus action? Or does that mean that it can be used for either? The shove. Charge forward and shove the first enemy in your way. Your chances depend on your athletics and are higher if you're hidden or invisible. This actually sounds good too, because then she could close the gap quickly with Spirit Guardians, right? Right? Isn't that what that means? My attention span is not good enough for books. I'll read a few chapters, put it down, then forget about it until I randomly find the book 6 months later. Makes the ability to enjoy the show movie much easier, so I don't have any preconceived notions as to what should happen and how it should happen. Then I read the books and it puts the show/movie in a new perspective. Either the show/movie holds up or it fails. That's how I judge media based off books. That's interesting, actually. I did that with the Dexter series. I watched all of Dexter, then I read all of the Dexter books. And they both were enjoyable for me. The books are way darker than the show. Way darker. Like when you read the books and then it gets a good adaptation, it's like the best feeling. You happy about this? Found out that a big used bookstore near us. I want to go to find any Brando Sando books and start my collection. Just at the used bookstore yesterday. Get Sharp to 18 Wisdom if you haven't. I have not done that yet. Started listening to Mistborn, but want to read it. Great place to start. I think you and my friends recommended it. Also surprised he's a Mormon, but he's got more open views than the stricter LDS church teachings. He did in the past. There's actually an old blog post that got him a lot of flack back in the early 2000s. Interesting. Yeah, maybe this charger weapon attack, I don't know. Maybe it would be good. It could possibly be a bonus action. Seems like. It's not both, right? It's not going to burn up an action and a bonus action. So in that case, I'm kind of liking that. Like, Shadowheart's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Shadowheart's wisdom is 17. Jard, what's the why is 18 the magic number for you, my friend? If you wouldn't mind sharing, why is 18 the magic number? In the past, there. Oh wait, now he openly talks about the growth he's had, and he puts that into his stories. Charge, so I should take it off the charge. Okay. All right, we're good. Even numbers get you a bonus. Okay. Okay. But let's see. I don't remember. What is she getting this wisdom increase from? Your ability points come from 15 base. Bonus modifiers. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Would you say that's more important? I don't know. I'm kind of torn here because I get that. That makes sense now. I could increase. Well, I could do an ability improvement. What did she have in the past? She has tough and warcaster. Gain advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration on a spell. I get why I did that because of Spirit Guardians, obviously. So what I'm thinking is here, if I have Charger or if I have, was it Sentinel? So here's my thought process on this. So with Charger, there's a Charger weapon attack, and if I'm understanding this properly, it can use a bonus action. So I'd be able to basically once Spirit Guardians is active, I'd be able to charge at somebody using a bonus action to do damage. And then I'd be able to also then use a regular action for an attack. So she'd basically just deal like a ton of damage in one turn. And then she's got, you know, the fallback so that Spirit Guardian stays concentrated on, at least mostly. With Sentinel, she's obviously trying to get up close and personal with people, so she would gain advantage on opportunity attacks when they try to move away from her. And then if we make a hit, then they can't even move, so they stay within Spirit Guardian's range. So that's my idea. That's kind of why I was leaning between those two. Because yeah, right now, like I don't have any complaints with Shadowheart. She's been kind of just killing it. When you choose a feat, you can also add 2 points. You should always have at least 18 in your main stat. Making more dynamic female characters, more gay characters, kind of being hinted that Lift from Stormlight may be Ace. Mage Slayer? You like Mage Slayer in this case? Yeah, let me read about Mage Slayer. When a creature casts a spell within melee range of you, have an advantage on any saving throw against it, and you can use the reaction to immediately make an attack against the caster. Enemies you hit have disadvantage on concentration saving throws. That was not bad either. I think I prefer probably the other two. Sentinel's a good one as long as nobody else has it, like Lae'zel or Karlach. Lae'zel does. She does. Can't wait till my food is done and eaten so I can retreat to the armchair for the day. Karlach left our camp last time I played with Mercer. Wait, really? If she's your spell sharpshooter, I'd lean into. Sentinel kind of slaps on Spirit Guardian's toes. You already restrict movement. Yeah. Steps on the toes. Lurk and work. Thank you for streaming. If I don't make it back, have a good day all. Persephone, thank you so much for hanging out with us, my friend. I hope your workday isn't too bad. Hope it's a good one. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense, Jard. I'm kind of leaning towards Charger in that case then. So again, this one is am I reading this right? When it shows action and bonus action, that means I can choose between those, right? It doesn't mean it uses both, does it? Or does it? Because if I can use that as a bonus action, that sounds incredible for like closing the distance and doing damage at the same time, and then also being able to use a main hand attack on top of that. I try to get more wisdom, making the saving throw on spirits harder. Yeah, I get a +3 right now, I think. It uses both. Oh, so this means it does use both. That drastically changes things then. Yeah, because I don't know. Well, would it still let me use Poison Strike reaction? I'm not sure. Not sure how that would go. Okay, so if I do an ability improvement, I could increase. It doesn't really make much sense to. Does it make any sense to make that 19, or should I put the other one into like dexterity or something, or strength? Actually, I guess strength would be better. We can go 1 wisdom, 1 strength. That seems to make sense. 1 strength, 1 wisdom. Then they both get the next level of bonuses. And that'd be pretty good, right? They get in, Constitution to get more health. Even numbers matter. Yeah, Constitution's already 14. Does that matter? How many hit points do you get per point? Since you're at max level. Wait, I'm at max level. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. Since I'm not going to be able to do this again because I'm at level 12. Yeah, I think then in that case, getting strength to an even number and wisdom to an even number, I think that makes sense. She does try to do, I mean, I use melee weapons with her when I can. Try to shove people. Is shoving is a strength thing, right? I think it's the strength. Improve spellcasting. Yeah, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. So we're upgrading strength to 14 and wisdom to 18. We're doing it. I've spent too much time thinking about it. Didn't know comments at 14. Yeah, I put a point in strength for saving throws. Gotcha. For sure. All right, we have Jaheira. Once again, not upset with Jaheira's spells, so we're just going to go straight to her feats. She's moderately armored. She is lucky, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this because she doesn't... I don't really use Jaheira all that often. So, let's see. Honestly, I think the best thing Jaheira could do is we could just make her tougher. So she could transform. That basically gives her like almost 200 hit points as a druid. Because then she has her shape, whatever shape she transforms into, plus then her health. I think would be good. Kind of what I'm leaning towards. Can't go wrong with points. Or, yeah, let's see. She's at 17 wisdom as well. And then dexterity could go up to 16. That's true. Yeah, I've not been upset with anybody's performances. So maybe we just continue on this train of ability improvements. Karlach. Oh, what's this feature? Additional rage shard. Oh, nice. Okay, I haven't ran out of any, but I'll take it. Her strength is already 18. We could make it 20. It doesn't mention throwing with strength, but that is a throwing thing, right? Select a feat. Ooh, woo. Yeah. Let's see. Lucky. Martial adept. She's got Tavern Brawler, of course. Yeah. What's Karlach's con? 15 right now. What's mobile? Mobile means that they can move further, and I think they can't be, like, difficult terrain doesn't slow them down. Oh, when they dash. Movement speed increases, and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from your target. That's pretty nice, too, actually. But she doesn't do many melee attacks. Every now and then. Mobile's good for rogues. Yeah, for sure. Boo was hoping more jumps. Yeah. I don't know. I could boost strength up to 20. We could max out her strength. I think that could be pretty cool. Stamina and physical endurance affects your hit point max. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to get kind of greedy here. I think I'm going to go with a 20 on strength on Karlach here. Just hecka strong. Let's do it. All right. A level 12 party. Can you even believe it? And we got ourselves a short rest. Let's get out of here. We need to track down Minsc. Hang on. Did I chose sharpshooter for Spanky. Did his health really go up to 100? Or am I getting a bonus from something? I could have sworn it said his health was 88. Did it not? I don't even know. But Need a Fallout feet mod on here. Get bloody messed when Karlach throws kill. It's like a balloon pops. That would be wild. Just freaking strewn out all over the place. All right, we are going to the sewers. Do I even need to... City sewers right here. All right. We are in the city sewers. If we take a look at the map. Oh, just got a journal update. For what? We've entered the sewers. The Stone Lord must be here somewhere. Is it on the map? Visit Baron's Coop. Oh, interesting. It's not telling me... Not telling me where he might be. This is where the guild is over here. So maybe we... I don't know. Are they going to go for the guild? Would they do that? I could kind of see that happening. But let's try to go... I haven't really gone this way yet. Let's try to go over here. We can climb up this way. Traveler's chest. Oil? Grease? Why is there so much grease over here? Huh. I think I'm going to go this way, actually, here in just a second. But let me check out this traveler's chest. Parchment and some ingredients. Everything is here, just as I promised to my favorite customer. They were not easy to slip past both bone cloaks and fists. I assume we'd be prompt in leaving my payment in the usual manner. Until next time, your faithful procurer. Tongue of Madness, Swarming Toadstool, Nightlight Frond. Huh. Okay. All right. I'm intrigued. I need to do some more alchemy. It's been a bit. It's been a bit since I've done one. Oh, Arabella!
What's that?
Arabella? Next to a dead body named Woodchips Grant and Livin' Large Timbo and Ogre Boy Column. Arabella. We haven't seen her in a minute.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on
What?
examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella? Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing. Like it's fate or something.
Okay, I'm very concerned.
Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
Very concerned. Let's see if we can hit an Arcana check. 15. Nice.
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
Arabella? You're right, that stone is incredible. I saw past events as if I'd been there myself.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen.
Okay, so what about the corpses? What about the corpses?
Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with.
Arabella's a good girl. Have you been on your own this whole time?
Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learned a lot. thanks to
Bandits.
him,
Wink.
and I'm still learning.
All right.
Don't
Guess
worry
that's
about
it?
me. I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said
She's
so.
cleaning up the streets. Who slaughtered the small animals too, huh? Are we able to... Oh, there are 4. I didn't even see Brigand Herald. Ogre Boy Column. Woodchips Grant. What names they've got, too. Livin' Large Timbo. Timbo and Brigand Herald. None of them had anything good. Okay. We found Arabella, but I'm going to be honest. That's not kind of what I expected out of this exchange here. Yo, Fluffy. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. How you doing? Oh, arrow of fire. Ah, there we go. Some thieves' tools. Yep, we'll be gladly taking all those. All right. Gladly, gladly. Okay. So let's see. The map is kind of interesting looking over here. It doesn't look like an area I can explore that way. I'm guessing it's because it's layered underneath. Oh, Arabella's like running off now. Okay, there is one area I feel like I didn't really explore all that well. It was near the exit. It was the sewers, right? Wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I get that. I feel like I say this every time we see each other. It was really great seeing you a couple days ago, but every freaking time, we never get enough time to actually hang out. One of these days, we gotta fix that. I mean, obviously, this situation was like different than the rest. Yeah, it's always too short, always. And just like all the goings on too, it's like there's just so many people this time in particular too. Makes it tough. Am I misremembering something? I could have sworn there was like a ladder. And there were like mephits. That was part of the sewer, right? There were mephits near this ladder. And they were talking about, yeah, boss says to like keep this area clear or whatever. And I don't, just looking at the map, I'm not seeing that, but maybe it's some way this direction. Yeah, let's try it at least. So let's go. Yeah, it was past the kids, the children. Let's try that. Got to make sure everybody's lights are turned off.
I wonder what the next
Shadow Heart. Okay. Oh. It was turned off. Interesting. Okay. It is off. Harlax's weapon is also off. Yeah. Oh, wow. That casts a serious light.
Blood? No, never mind.
Okay. Real quick. We're going to run by them. We're going to go this direction. Yes, this is where the mephits are. Okay. So for some reason, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't seem to match up my map in my brain there. All right, so we are going to go this direction. There's grease all over the ground, but this way, I've not gone this way yet, and I feel like I should.
Tastes great.
But there are absolute cultists on the ground, so it'd be kind of interesting that they would go that way. I'm not sure that this is correct, but I also don't know what else would be over here. So let's come back to this tomorrow, and we are going to go explore more of the sewers, and hopefully track down Minsc. AKA the Stone Lord. But for now, alrighty. Much love, y'all. Jard, much love to you, dude. Let's see if we can drop you guys off somewhere here too. Stone Lord is in your pants. Just call out of work already. I'm doing that next week. I probably shouldn't do it this week, considering I was off last week and then I'm calling out next week. So, hello? Did anything happen here? Maybe I didn't press the button. Oh, there it goes. All right. Like, yeah, it took a little while before the credits started popping up here. Chaotic, great to see you again, my friend. Thanks so much for the sub. Kirk, Chaotic, Coleman, and Iron. Thank you all for being members of today's Mod Squad. Nonder with the raid, and our Discord subscribers, Coleman, Iron, Ghost, Octi, Omina, Nova, Peachy, Ursa, and Nonder. Appreciate y'all very much. Yeah, tomorrow, Friday, we're gonna be back into some more Baldur's Gate. Trying to wrap up some loose ends before February 4th. You guys know it's coming February 4th. You already know. Kind of made the whole stream, but most of it was in and out of consciousness. Yeah, it's fair enough. And no worries on that, Chaotic. It's good seeing you. Thank you for streaming. Have a good day, everyone. You too, Kirk. Wish I was the Stone Lord. Low you as well, Lady Iron. I'd be having a staycation too. Are you really? Nice. Nice. What are you gonna do, Mersa? You're my Stone Lord. Take a quick look here. Quick peek. Boop. Yeah, let's see. Read comic books. There you go. Not a bad plan. Let's see. Hang on. Who is this? Oh, he changed his name. He mentioned he was going to change his name. Huh. Okay. He's like, who's this on my followed channels list? Somebody that changed their name. All right. Let me do a quick check here. Quick. Yes. All right. We are going to raid on over to Glitchcraft. All right. I got my meeting starting up here soon. So I'll kind of be raiding and running at least for a little bit before I can check back in. But friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you again tomorrow. Need to pee again. Wonder how much urine this mattress can hold. I don't think you should find out, Chaotic, but that's just me. Friends, I love you all. Have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves and others. We'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. Join the raid. Bye.